Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, and thanks Peter for forwarding me these YouTube or Instagram shorts of a guy I've responded to several times before, Raw Vegan Rising. He's the guy that makes some completely outrageous claims about a raw diet.
You can't have autoimmune and inflammation issues and weight gain when you eat raw vegan. It makes us the superior human.
So he's back again, and this time I'm going to respond to some more outrageous claims about how only a raw vegan diet can give you spiritual sovereignty, and how if you eat cooked beans, you're going to become obese and get inflammation. And I want to make it clear from the outset, I have no problems with people following a raw vegan diet or eating a lot of raw vegan food. Totally cool. I have a problem though if you start using your raw vegan diet as a platform to scare people away from eating perfectly healthy foods so that they'll end up paying you for your expensive coaching.
If you're eating vegan ice cream, if you're eating vegan junk food, you are vulnerable. You're manipulatable. They're in your mind, okay?
Like, what the F? I mean, are you saying if on my birthday I go down to the vegan ice cream store and get some vegan ice cream to celebrate, I'm manipulatable? They are in my mind? Who are these they?
By eating raw vegan, you clear your space, you clear your mind, and you become extremely powerful.
So only eating a raw vegan diet will clear my mind from whatever the vegan ice cream left inside for they to get into me and manipulate me?
You have spiritual sovereignty, okay? You cannot underestimate that. Raw vegan gets you into alignment.
All right, so a raw vegan diet apparently clears your mind, cleans your space, makes you more powerful, and gives you spiritual sovereignty. So those are four extremely bold claims, and notice what's lacking for each one of those bold claims. There's actually no science to support anything he's saying. There's no studies, no clinical data. Just listen to him. He just believed me. He's saying, I know what I'm talking about. I have a powerful mind because I don't eat vegan ice cream. I don't eat uncooked food. So I have extreme sovereignty and clean space on my head. Listen to me because I speak the truth. So in other words, what this guy will never admit, what I'm saying is that there are absolutely zero studies that conclude that if you eat a raw vegan diet, or even a predominantly raw vegan diet, that you will gain special mental powers or that you're unable to be manipulated. So when someone like this links spiritual purity and special mental powers to whether or not your broccoli was steamed, you can be pretty sure you're dealing with someone not dealing in truth. You're dealing with someone who's trying to manipulate you, talking about manipulations.
Learn how to eat sprouted lentils.
Well, this seems like a nice, safe topic for a raw vegan video. I can't possibly imagine how this could derail into something outrageous and nuts.
Soak them in a jar, let them sit on the counter for 12 hours, rinse them, and eat them. Sprouted lentils are simple. Look it up.
Wow, did he really make a sane video for once?
Because it's the foundation of health for the human biology. Raw, not cooked beans.
All right, finally we got to a bold, outrageous, unsupported claim. Well, this is something that we could easily fact check. I just went over to Google and asked, are sprouted lentils the foundation for health for the human biology, as he put it? No, they are not the sole foundation for human health. But yeah, I'm not going to deny that they are an exceptionally nutrient-dense, functional food that has some great properties, such as significantly enhancing digestion and nutrient absorption. Sprouting increases antioxidants, vitamins, and bioavailable protein while reducing anti-nutrients like phytic acid. So if you like sprouted lentils, great, enjoy them in your diet frequently. But to tell the world that sprouted lentils are the foundation for human health and biology is pure nonsense, because there's no scientific consensus, no scientific studies suggesting anything remotely like that. But if such hyperbolic nonsense about raw beans isn't enough, wait till you see what he has to say about the God forbidden cooked beans.
Guaranteed, if you're eating cooked beans thinking you're healthy, you're probably struggling with bad digestion, weight gain, or some sort of inflammation. Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you're totally fucking wrong. Like, how can you just say such bold-faced lies? Like saying pretty much every person who eats cooked beans has problems with indigestion, weight gain, and inflammation? Like, where's any science that says that eating legumes increase your risks for any of those things? And you just not even look at science because you don't give a shit about science. Since we're going to play the anecdotal game, I'll play it with you. I don't have any of those problems. I don't have digestive issues. I can eat pretty much anything I want and I'm fine. No gas, no whatever happens to people with bad digestion. I don't know what that's about because I don't have it. As far as like being overweight or obese, my BMI is like a little bit under 24 last time I went to the doctors a couple months ago. Far from being overweight or obese or anything. And inflammation, like, what are you talking about? Like, how is eating cooked beans cause inflammation? No, I don't have inflammation problems. I mean, what makes it so frustrating is that everything is backwards with people like this who ignore reality and science, because cooked beans and cooked lentils are some of the healthiest foods that people can have in their diets, as said by science. In this randomized dietary trial, adding just 1 cup per day of cooked canned navy beans improved gut microbiome diversity and shifted metabolic and inflammatory markers in a favorable direction in overweight or obese adults. Better microbiome diversity and less inflammation from eating cooked beans. So where's your science that eating the cooked beans makes inflammation worse in people? Well, he doesn't actually have any, but you have to trust and believe him because he has a powerful mind. Furthermore, classic metabolic studies show that cooked beans produce a slow, attenuated blood glucose and insulin response compared with refined carbohydrates, which is the opposite of this dude's implication that cooked beans inherently drive weight gain and metabolic damage. I mean, do some individuals have gas or other kind of stomach discomfort when eating beans, perhaps not having had many beans in the past? Sure, perhaps their microbiome isn't quite ready for it yet. You might have to gradually increase your serving sizes, maybe have a little bit more water, or change the type of legume you're eating. But having gas or some kind of discomfort is not some kind of universal sign that cooked beans are secretly destroying your digestion. Aside from all this guy's misinformation and completely ignoring science and relying solely on anecdotal, personal stories, speaking from a position of authority, what really bugs me about this guy is his blurring of preference versus propaganda. Let me explain. Saying I personally feel better and I have a stronger mind and it's not manipulated, I'm more spiritual eating a raw vegan diet and here's what I eat, guys. Well, that's expressing a preference. But saying if you don't eat exactly like I do, you're mentally weak, you're spiritually compromised, and you're guaranteed to be inflamed and overweight. Well, that, my friends, is propaganda, and it's just such a classic grifter move. First, you present the problem. It's the evil cooked food or the evil vegan ice cream. You're going to have a weak brain and spiritual compromise and inflammation. But then you offer the fix. You sell the fix. You sell your raw vegan diet, and you sell very expensive coaching to help people to have a strong mind and no compromised thoughts like he has. So in case anyone still had any fears at this point, no, you don't have to fear eating cooked lentils or any cooked legumes. Don't trust me, and don't trust that freak either. He doesn't know jack crap what he's talking about. I'm just a music producer. Instead, listen to the opinions of organizations of health professionals from around the world who have reviewed the scientific literature and have risked their organization's reputations, making claims such as a well-planned vegan diet is nutritionally adequate. Notice how I didn't say it had to be raw or uncooked, just a well-planned vegan diet. And a well-planned vegan diet typically does not involve excluding perfectly healthy food groups like legumes, ones that science has shown to be very healthy for you. So again, don't listen to influencers online. Listen to boring health professionals and organizations of health professionals. But if you're still not convinced and would just rather trust the unsupported rantings of a guy who is detached from reality, please come to my live streams and tell me why you believe that dude over some other random dude saying something completely opposite versus like what the scientific consensus actually says. That has actually data and research to back up their positions rather than just pulling stuff out of their butt. So anyway, come to my live streams Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Be civil, be chill, and we could probably have a conversation. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. And until Friday, guys, remember, I'll see you guys all there. Doesn't suck being vegan.